Good evening, everybody. Good afternoon. It's a nice Friday evening. Sorry I've not been around for streaming wise. See you've been messing around the streams. So let's go live here. We're getting better at this now, guys. We are getting better at this. Mike, I am officially world golf ranking number 1. But we've won a couple of things, come top 10 in a couple of things, and that's what we need to just do. We just need to build on that.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon, it's live third-round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. Well, if yesterday was any indication, we should be in for a memorable weekend of golf here as we take in the leaderboard on this Saturday. We've currently got a tie at the top of the leaderboard at 8 under par. We'll get right out to the action here as we head to the tee at the par 4 first.
I don't know if that'll be... I think we'll go with that. Hopefully it's a backspin this. Yes. Go. Yeah.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
Yeah, it's good this as well, Liam.
To 15 feet.
It's good this as well. Really good. Oh, that's too bad. The best golf game I've played in a long time, Liam. A long time. Way better than that. The putting's fucking hard on it, though. That's the only thing about this. Is the putting is absolutely horrendous. As you can see.
Maybe a misread there, and that curls by to the left. All right, that's in for a bogey here to start the round. And he'll drop back to 1 over par. Back to the action here at the Bay Hill Club and Lodge. Second hole, it is a pretty demanding par 3, Frank.
Goal really is to just carry that front bunker or sneak it a little right of that and try and cheat it around.
There is what Nitro is.
That one safely on
the
putting
it's simultaneous.
A lot of movement on this putt left to right. I think the idea here is just to get it inside sort of a 3-foot circle.
Putting is so fucking weird on this game. I'm not gonna lie, right? As soon as I've gone live, I started fucking messing up the putts.
Good putt there. It's in for par here at the second. And he'll stay at 1 over.
So, what do you mean by
third here at Bay Hill? This is a hole where you
I was stopped playing GTA. I stopped playing it now. I just needed a break from it.
Yards and plenty of water.
Don't look left, don't hit it left, don't play left, don't go left.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Yeah, that's a good drive right there.
To be fair as well, like, I'm not being funny, all right, but I can't even get into flawless, right? And it doesn't look like they're going to go anywhere else other than flawless now. So
Rich,
I
there's
can't.
one thing about good iron play. When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
Not much left here for birdie. Okay, nicely done. That's in for birdie.
I can't get on.
He will definitely
I can't
not say
get into
no
flawless. So like nobody.
This is solid par 5 right here. The fourth hole
It
at
just shows that
561
like
yards. Plays a
people
little
just
bit
don't give a
longer
shit about me
because
no
it is
more.
gently
And to be
uphill.
fair, I'm
Two
going to
good
fucking.
shots, though, and you'll have a chance for birdie.
I'm not really asked anymore. I'm not. Fucking. I'm going back to work soon, and then I'm just going to do streaming as a fucking, you know, as a hobby.
So in the fairway, but a pretty good number to carry here for a second to the par 5.
Too many people in this industry that just fucking care about one thing, and that's the self. Because it's fucking owned by Prime.
The par 5, Frank, got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
Go on. Oh!
Not much to this one. It's for birdie.
Hydrate
Good
that.
run going here early. This is birdies at 3 and 4. And he's into red figures now at 1 under par. Now to the 5th hole. Off the tee, Frank, how do these fairway bunkers sort of factor into your mindset as you prepare to tee off?
Well, if you watch the pros play on the Arnold Palmer Invitational, you see two different strategies here. Just an iron off the tee, give yourself a full shot in. Or, well, if you're a longer hitter, take it over that bunker on the left.
Yeah, this is not the biggest of fairways, so that is a good shot here at 5.
But I'm loving this game.
Down
Like,
the course,
really am.
let's check in with Nota Begay III.
He's got 95 yards to the front, 108 to the hole. Pin is on the front left part of the green. Sand wedge takes flight, and I don't think it's going to carry.
We go over pot, reckon. I reckon we'll go over pot. Oh, that's gone way past.
From about 8 feet.
What do you mean? Why is it a money grab?
Yeah, that's good putt. It is a par here.
Why is it a money grab, James?
He'll remain in red figures at 1 under.
You got to buy loads of stuff in it again to
Frank, this
fucking
is a
get anything.
big, brawny par 5, and it can be menacing just looking at it from the tee with all of that water.
Well, every
It's
time
also
I've watched
tempting
Liam in
and
it,
reachable for the longer hitters.
nothing seems to
unless
be
your name's
happening.
John Daly, who took a whopping 18. So better than that, you're better than John Daly.
I don't see what's wrong with 18. If you break it down, that's 3 pars and an eagle. That's pretty good.
It is, but you're still playing the same hole.
That's up the left side. Yeah, that's a good shot. Not up there near the green like some folks we know, but a very
Happy
solid
Good Friday,
drive here at
isn't it?
6.
Good Friday today, guys. Everyone got everything planned for the weekend? Anything nice? Right. Just going to land on there. I love this, mate. I absolutely love it. This is the best golf game I've played in years. Oh, that's a bit too hard.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
Go on. Go on. Oh, it's touching. We're going uphill here, guys. Let's put a bit of power on it. There we go.
Oh, yes. Plenty of pace to get up that slope. It is in for a birdie.
It's not coming to an end. It's just it's not going to be my priority. I want to take Bex to see the new Mario. She likes Mario. There's no way I'm winning this.
So for our featured golfer, some good playing and some favorable scoring conditions here on this Saturday. But they'll look up at that leaderboard and see they're still well back.
But I think the goal really is to try and shoot back-to-back great rounds, Rich. If anything better than that, maybe leader takes a stumble. You can't control.
All right, yeah. 3+ they're going to... Last day. And what am I on? Yo, James, why is Prime server a money grab? Do you know?
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today we bring you live final round coverage of the Arnold Palmer Invitational, presented by MasterCard. What a week and weekend this has been so far. Everything you want in a golf tournament. By nightfall, we will have our winner. As you take a look at the current leaderboard on this Sunday afternoon, the leader is the most recent gold medalist, Xander Schauffele. He's at 11 under. So out to the action we go as we catch up with our golfer on the tee at the par 4 13th. Just a case of a hole suiting the player's eye. Made the birdie yesterday, and he has a good chance to make another one today. Confidently done there. That's in for birdie here at 13. And that'll help, but he'll still be 5 shots off the
right,
pace.
I get you.
With only 5 holes left to play. Frank, one of the things I like about Bay Hill is it requires you to hit clean, strong golf shots. And here's another case at the par 3 14th. It's more than 200 yards.
Another one, really, you've just got to play it through the air. You can't play this like an Open Championship run-up par 3. Must fly it onto the green.
Oh, I'm fucking good at this.
All right, you take those all day long. On the green, chance for
Oh,
birdie
Matthew,
coming up.
it's all right, mate. My
Chance now.
I've not been
Another
able to
birdie.
stream. My internet's been shit. So you've not really missed anything.
birdies now at 13 and 14. He's trying to work back into it. 4 back with 4 to go. Now at the 15th, big dog leg right here. What's the best way to go, Frank?
Really down the left side. It's very tempting to try and hit it across that bunker, but not only do you have to carry the bunker, you've also got to carry those little shrubs down the right side.
Should have got more right there. Could have. Stop. Oh no, I'm in the rough. That's a bad shot.
So, he's actually human. A fairway miss. That one goes into the rough. I wonder what's going to happen next.
Can't fucking see. Can't see where the fucking blue thing is. Fucking wind's nuts as well.
And this is not going to get there, but it will find a safe spot between the 2 front bunkers here at 15.
Lovely pitch shot. Just nipped that ball off the turf. Just flew through the air beautifully. Sat down.
Oh, so I
quick as
got
well.
my
Good shot.
hey, listen to this, guys. So I got my email from I got an email yesterday from
in for par here at
the people that give me the contract.
and he'll stay at 7 under. Is this a good risk-reward par 5?
It's more about the second shot here. It's probably the most
They're
demanding
not allowed
second
to
shot.
sell
in golf.
cars. You know
Well,
what?
we've seen it through the years.
This is how
16
much they know
hole at 511
nothing about
yards here at
5M,
Bay
right?
is one of the most
They're not
exciting
allowed to
on the
sell
PGA
vehicles.
Tour.
You're not allowed to
Eagle
sell them.
is
It's against
absolutely
terms
in
and
play.
services,
But
the
so
T's and
too
C's
is 7 or worse.
of 5M. They can't doing that. They get the fucking service shut down. The
Yeah,
only
nothing
thing
to
that you're
fault
allowed,
there. Good balance,
allowed
good follow
to
through, and a
sell
good start to this hole.
is Patreon. That is the only thing that are allowed to sell.
Now, after the big drive, this a good distance here for a second to the par 5.
Yo, Charles Cameron, how you doing, mate?
All right.
Yeah, they're not
Never
allowed
a
to. They're not
doubt
allowed to
going
sell
for it in two and
cars
trying
and stuff
to
like that.
safely
It's
avoid
against
your
it's
16
against
Bay
the
Hill.
the T's and
Exactly,
C's
Rich.
of.
Not an overly long par 5, very scoreable, and that's what we expect.
Right, this is gonna. I'm so shit at putting, but. I'll do.
Now this for another birdie. That a pure roll there. That is down for a birdie here
Yeah,
at
but
16.
I'm in love with this game, though.
But
I
it's
think this
likely
game's right.
going to come a little too late, as he'll still be 4 back with just 2 holes to play. We arrive now at the 221-yard par 3 17th, a beach bunker front of the green, bunkers left and long, and water wrapping around to the right.
Oh, blooming hell! Made a mess of that.
And that one not on the green, but not a terrible
Yeah,
spot
we're doing good,
either.
mate. We're doing good.
Sitting up in the short grass.
Going back to work soon. Yeah, that'll do. Get the power in for this one. OG,
that's
like,
good
I wouldn't mind
He is
seeing
in
what
for par
OG
here at
servers like,
17.
but I think
And he's going to remain at 8 under.
I don't know if they'll ever bring it out. I'll be honest with
here
you.
at Bay Hill. This is a chance to be a hero, but it could all go horribly wrong, couldn't it?
Yeah, this is another hole.
I try and do like 4 hours every night, still on stream, but I'll be more at ease, Matthew, because right now there is like I should be streaming like all the time. I know we should be streaming all the time. But the thing is, though, every time I'm on stream, I'm just worrying about money all the time. All the time, money. And that's the bad thing. I've got a really bad, like, it's really bad for me at the moment. I'd rather it in the bunker than that. I'd rather it in the bunker than...
And not wanting to take on the water, that is struck a bit too firmly, and it is into one of the back bunkers here at 18. That is a good-looking pass out of the bunker right there. Got that to stop in a good place, leaving just a few feet for par. Okay, safely in for his par at 18.
No, it's messed me up massively, mate.
A final round, 65.
Like, I don't sleep very well or anything. And every time I'm looking at my, I'm looking at
Bay Hill Club and Lodge.
what I've earned on,
It's never easy.
on here. I'm looking at what I've earned on, you know.
Great test.
So for all of us,
I'm
here at
just
EA Sports,
literally,
I'm Rich Lerner.
like last month I earned less than £200 on here last month, guys. £200. There's no way I can possibly fucking survive next month. I'm fucked, and it's fucking playing massively on me. Yeah, and there's nothing I can do about it. It's like there's nothing I can do about it. I'd love to be that person that, you know, somebody comes in and donates fucking like 10 grand or something.
It is golf's unofficial fifth major. It is the home of the PGA Tour.
Let me skip this.
It is 18 of the most diabolical holes ever strung
Knock it
together.
out.
It is visually intimidating. It is narrow fairways. It is water at every turn. But for the player who outlasts all others, it is the richest prize in golf. It is the Players' Championship.
Oh, here we go, guys. We're in the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. For over 4 decades, this has been the home of the PGA Tour and the site of its flagship event as we bring you opening round coverage of the Players. This is going to be a compelling 4 days of golf. A lot of storylines to follow as we move through the weekend, and we take a look at the leaderboard here in round 1. Our leader is Tony Finau. He's already at 9 under par. A beautiful Thursday here on the first coast of Florida. Anticipation in the air for the first real big championship of the year. It is the Players, and our featured golfer coming off a very strong showing.
This one I have to do all the holes on this.
Invitational down at Bay Hill. This is going to be a real test of where you stack up in this rookie season, don't you think, Frank?
I certainly do, Rich. I mean, the who's who of golf are here on a golf course that has tormented so many players over the years. The fact that there's trouble often on both sides of the fairway. These greens, they can be as quick as anything. And, of course, then you have to finish. And everybody knows how famous this finish here is at TPC Sawgrass.
Too much. Shit. I'm having a nightmare here.
So that one, Frank, came out way too high.
Just goes to show what happens when you don't find these greens in regulation. Now, he's looking at 2 putts. maybe 3 from where he is.
That one just going to sneak on by.
Fucking gone over in my first.
Okay, it's a bogey here at first.
Fucking hell.
And he's going to fall back
What a
now
day.
to 1 over par.
What a day. I've got to get up to.
A fine Thursday as we get rolling in this Players'
What are we going to do for work? Well, I've
Course
just
in
passed my
pristine
fartless truck
condition.
license.
Frank, we
I've got
hear
a
so
job
much
interview
about
next
this
week
golf course
for a
being one that
porter.
favors accuracy over distance. Is that fair to say?
It is. Often we use the phrase, it favours no one.
I
And I
didn't
think
shit
that's the
them.
hardest part of the golf course. There's no stereotypical type winner here at TPC Sawgrass. It really is a good blend of just finding position on some holes. Then the longer hitters, well, they can take advantage. The new 12th hole, for example, the drivable par 4. There's some tweaks in the golf course, but still, they expose everybody long and short. And that's the beauty and, in some respect, the pain of this golf course.
Well, it was supposed to be £1,000, but obviously I got mine through.
Player elected to lay back here, Frank, but still a chance.
I
Green
got-
light special.
It is. A good layup here in the middle of fairway. You can basically go at any flag position now.
It's not. That's not. That's the wrong club. That. Why is it giving me that club there?
Well, the ball is on the green. That's about all I can say with that. With a short wedge in hand, you'd expect that certainly be much closer than that.
Yeah, easy to come up short on that one, but that's a decent effort. That finished off for par. Here with the second.
I don't know, Bex.
There he is. So we started with a par 4.
Not an easy
par
task
5,
pissing
and now
around with it all the time.
77-yard, par 3, third hole. Plenty of hazards here, Frank.
You really break this green up into 3 portions. Front left, front right, and that back, just on top of the ridge.
Right. I'm on both. I'm on
Okay,
both.
That one's dancing.
I'm just not right now. I can't stream on both.
Just for birdie.
I can't use
Well,
that.
for a long putt
that
like
what's
this,
called,
there's really not a whole
that
lot
restream
to it.
what you
I
sent
think
me.
your fanciest chances at this one.
And the reason I can't use that restream thing is because you have to pay to have it, so you. Follow.
That is agonizing.
Hit it.
8-foot putt here. Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, how would you describe the bunker all along the right?
I need to get
Well, it's
some
just, it looks
birdies
like
in
it
here.
never stops. It covers really the entire length of that tee shot down the right side.
Yeah, you know what? I've streamed 3 times on Kick, right, in the past
Good
week,
start
and
play right here. If you're not positive
And
you can clear it,
somehow-
you can't take on that
somehow-
water. This will be just a short wedge in from there.
somehow they've not. They email
I
me
think this an
regarding
extra
that
half cup
shit
or more.
to say if
He
you don't
sets for
stop
a second
obviously streaming
into
on
the
there, we're
win.
going to remove my partnership. But whenever there's been something wrong with, Facebook in general, and you've asked questions about it, they don't even get back in touch with you.
And that
Complete
ball
joke
looked
of a company,
very
man.
good in the air. Just doesn't quite finish up that near to the flag, but still on the green.
fuck me, look at that. That's horrendous, that. The putting on this is so hard.
That's in. It is a good par here at number 4. And he'll remain right where he is.
That's exactly that's what I mean, and that's what really frustrated me the other day. Like when I got the email, so I emailed them back saying, "Listen,
Sawgrass measuring 471 yards." Frank, how about this par 4?
you don't pay me."
I lost count the number of bunkers here off the tee and sort of in play with the second shot if you're in trouble.
Whenever there's been something that we need, I said to her, "I'm happy to stay with Facebook,
fairway
but
somehow has
first
to be,
and foremost, I want to know what direction the platform is going. Secondly, you don't pay me, so why should I stay to one platform?
Did a great job
And
of controlling the shot.
third, I've been on this platform since the get-go."
Here at the 5th. What's the best play here, Frank?
If the flag's back right, there's nothing wrong with being in the middle of the green. Actually, nothing wrong with being in the middle of the green no matter where the flag is.
That's a nice one, that's a nice one.
I know it's the second shot golf course, but what an iron shot. I don't care. That's the first, the last. That's a great shot.
Yes, a good read. It's a birdie here at 5. Hole number 6. I really like this hole, Frank. It's fun par 4.
Yeah, very claustrophobic tee shot, hitting through that.
No, they don't care about him
at
at
all.
all.
It starts to open up, and then it sort of shrinks in again because of all the palm trees around this green. But very short par 4. So if you're good with a wedge, good chance for 3.
I just need to get people subscribing on Kick.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay the third.
108 to the hole. Hole cut right in the middle. Sand wedge takes flight, and I don't think it's going to carry.
Why did they go with a sand wedge? Why didn't they go for pitching wedge then?
Always so disappointing from that kind of a spot when you come up short.
Yeah, you're licking your chops over that one. A shot you think you could hit directly at the flag. Now, test for the short game.
Just 5 feet left. Nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th, and he'll stay at level par.
So you need 75 followers, and then you get gifted. You can get subs. The subs you get 95% of the sub itself.
It's a really weird tee shot here. You have those 3 little pop bunkers down the right, and then that bunker that meanders once again all the way down the left side. The bunker that's just slightly right of the canal. Very awkward angle off the tee.
That one may get up close to the right edge, but it looks like it's going to hang on. That'll be just fine. Front right hole location as he prepares his second to the par 4. This one has a chance to be close.
Oh, just the strike. The sound of it when the ball does the rest. Great shot.
And it generates some momentum here at the 7th hole. This for birdie. Ah, yes, runs that one right in. It's a birdie here at the 7th. Ranked 17 here at TPC
Yeah.
Sawgrass. Gets all the
It's,
attention. when you look
it's
at
the
par
setup
threes.
of it is very much
Justifiably
like
so. But number
very much
8
like
is a daunting challenge in its own right.
It is longest of the 4 par 3s. Plus, it's just littered with bunkers around the side, the back, and the front.
I don't like this because this is gonna. They're gonna go there. Yeah, I don't.
That one going to wind up smack dab in the middle of the green. Going to have to take pretty much a full swing at this one with the putter because this one is into the hill and the hole is cut back.
Oh, that's
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And he'll remain at 1 under par.
Yeah, hopefully it will help with numbers.
Right now at the 9th,
Just so you
this
get
really is
people
one of
go
my
over there and
favorite par 5s in the entire sport.
And
like I
I
said,
certainly enjoy watching people play it today, Rich. It used to be unreachable, but the longer hitters now, we're starting to see them go for this par 5 regularly in 2. And the reason why they start to have to drive more
what's
down
that?
the right now than what they used to. People used to try and go down the left side. The right side, it hugs the water, but you get a better view of the second shot. The beauty of this par 5, so many different ways to play it. It can be a little wayward, even with the tee shot or the second shot. But really, it's going to be about the third shot today. How close can you hit it?
This course is hard, man. This is hard.
This will be a 14-foot putt here.
Oh yeah, 100%, 100%. I hate
Good
the
effort,
putting.
but that'll run 2-3 feet past the hole. Just a tap in there for par at the 9th. And this will be a 1 under front side as he
Right,
goes
let's
out
see.
in 35.
So I need to get
Similar to the
right
first
now.
hole,
I need to go
the
with
10th is a relatively
get
short
8
par
under.
4, 424 yards, but it requires accuracy and some strategy. You have to put your ball in the right place. That dog leg left, you have trees on
I
the
keep
right.
saying to people
And
like,
don't
yeah, you'll
forget
get a
about that
founder's
big
badge.
bunker on the left-hand side. No issues here. That is into the fairway.
Shoots him with Gavin.
From the fairway, Noda,
Where's
this
it now?
is second.
105 yards to the front.
All right,
115
shoot
to
me
the
Gavin,
hole.
that ain't it. I
The
forgot
pin
what it is.
Stuck
Fucking-
in the front right section of the green.
Well, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6, 7 feet in there. But that is an excellent approach shot.
Oh, that's close.
Yes, rolls it right in. A birdie here at 10.
Right, we need to get at least 5 birdies on this last. Gotta say though, this game is really good. Oh, the wind's got all of that. It's not fucking going anywhere.
There's certainly a lot of different ways to play a par 5. You have to figure out the best way to play this par 5 using 3 shots to reach the green.
Going to take a big poke to get there, but a chance with his second to the par 5.
Oh, I thought it would have should have gone with a bit more spin forward then.
About 17 feet on this putt.
We're going uphill, so we'll go an extra 2 feet. Go on. Oh, you little monkey!
That didn't need much more, but it does come up just about a foot short. So that rushed in for par here at 11, and he'll stay at 200.
It's all in the hits. What are all the mods?
Frank, what's so much fun about TPC Sawgrass is the excitement that it generates for a fan and how many different holes there are. 12.
They come in like in
12
bits
looks
and pieces,
like,
like
it's fresh from Scotland. You can see why Pete Dye spent a lot of time over there.
not like it used to be anymore, mate. I think they got bored of me now.
The shot you'd get in Scotland with a wedge where you just see the top of the flagstick and you've got to really guesstimate on the yardage that you have. But a good wedge shot and someone that can judge their distance, this is certainly a birdie hole.
No fairway here. This one in that rough.
That ball was waving at the hole as it whizzed past.
Well, Iona's had a good look. Now this for birdie.
Yeah, it's a long putt, so pace is important, but there's not a whole lot to it. I fancy the chances of getting this close.
The pacing on it, it's just horrendous.
They can't all go in.
Fucking stupid game, man.
That one safely in. And it's a par here at 12.
I need to get some more birdies. Yeah, Lee's a moderator.
Great things about this golf course, Frank, a variety of par 3s, different yardages.
Matthew's a moderator on Kit. I've got so many freaking moderators on like different platforms now.
You have to be careful on the tee there. Anything left's just going to be eaten up by that lake. Matter of fact, if you hit one with a little bit of a hook and it catches the mound, it can still kick into the lake. So this one here, just be a little cautious on the tee.
That's a shot, that.
And look at where that is going to wind up. That is as good as it gets. We haven't seen many closer than this all day. It's for birdie. Ah, well done. That one rolled in for a birdie.
I know, like Mike Butler.
All right, Frank, this one
We had
gets
Charles.
everybody's attention.
We had
14th, 481 yards, par 4.
It's not just the length of this hole. Water down the left,
my God, I
mounds
forgot
to the
what the
right.
scout's last
This
name
is
was.
it. You've got to buckle up here. Tee it up. This has to be your best swing.
Oh my God, I forgot what the fucking scout's last name was.
Boy, a good round going here on this Thursday, and that another fine effort off the tee.
John, that's it, John. Fucking hell.
He'll be factoring in this breeze in his face as he sets for a second.
I wanted to say Stu for some reason, but... Yeah, with Mike Butler.
We welcome in Iona Stephen. This, a putt for birdie.
Yeah, and there is a big break here from right to left, and we're going back up the slope, but just ever so slightly, so you have to prioritise that line.
I'm having a fucking nightmare with these putts. The putts are the hardest on this.
Here.
The putt is so hard on this game.
Okay, good putt. And a par here at 14. And he'll stay at -3.
Yeah, it's exactly the same. The layout of kick is exactly the same as Twitch, near enough me.
And Frank, I know this is a hole that you really like.
Yeah, it gets no respect in my book, which I think is a shame. Just a nice dog leg to the right. And really 2 good shots and a 3 here, which is actually a rarity. It sets you up for those closing 3 holes. Too often people just take 15 lightly. And 15 has just a gentle nibble that turns into a bite.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the fairway.
You can do it, yeah, you can do it on the browser as well.
Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of the screen. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away. That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation, so birdie chance.
Again,
No,
man.
Good effort.
There's no way.
It's gonna wander a few feet by.
These fucking things. I need birdies, you stupid pissing game.
Okay, a solid
Steve,
par
is it next?
here
How
at
you
the
doing, mate?
15th, and he'll remain right where he is. And we begin the final stretch here at TPC Sawgrass with the reachable 523-yard par 5 16. More water, more bunkers, more trees, and a narrow approach. Just some of the challenges.
Tracy, you're the
here.
moderator as well, aren't you?
He just keeps motoring right along. Another good tee shot right there.
The only thing like, this is dangerous, isn't it? That's dangerous.
It's in. It's an albatross.
What?
I mean, all day long, every day. Yes, birdies and pars and bogeys, but almost never an albatross. And there it is.
Behave yourself. That
Everyone
was a
who's been there
dirty
will
shot,
tell you
that.
The walk from 16 green to 17 tee is one of the nervier walks you will ever make in this sport, and for good reason. Yep, you got to consider any shot on the green to be a good one here at 17, right? Chance now for another birdie.
Go on. Yes, that'll do, man.
Yes, from the base to get up that slope, it is in for a birdie.
I can't believe I
He's
got
gonna
that.
get this to 7 under
that
now.
shot from
2 shots off the lead.
that was ridiculous.
Now
That.
to the 462-yard par 4 18th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. And very simply, this is one of the hardest and
An
most visually
albatross.
intimidating tee shots in the game. That's why you see a lot of players bail out to the right. Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm.
That's got
hit
at least
fairways,
300 and
hit
something
the
yards,
middle
that.
of the club face. That's what they did right there. Frank, you found dry land. That's the good news. But now you have this second shot, which is very daunting.
Yeah, once again, you're looking at water on the left side, so the tendency is to miss it on the right. But that's a very, very difficult up and down. This is another second shot you just got to braid. That's not too bad. Good shot. Inside 20 feet, I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance for birdie.
Got it.
Oh, yeah. Bottom of the barrel for birdie here at 18.
But I'm coming
This
second
is gonna
now.
be an opening round 64. Sensational.
That's good. That
Yes,
for
a
the
good position to be in after day one for our featured golfer. Just a shot
Shooter
back.
McGavin.
And playing well.
Yeah, there or thereabouts. I think that's a good indicator.
You know what I mean? That was definitely a good hole then. No, I don't play golf in real life.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today, from the home course of the PGA Tour, TPC Sawgrass, it's live second-round coverage of the players. But if we see more of what we witnessed yesterday, we're in for a heck of a battle these next 3 days as we show you the current leaderboard here on this Friday.
I could play.
On
Yeah,
top,
I
it's
could play
Tony
against Chandler
Finau.
now. Yeah.
He's at 9 under. Frank, day 2 here at TPC Sawgrass. We've been talking about our featured golfer and just how interested we are in seeing if they can improve on that tremendous first day. A day that found them up near the top of the leaderboard in their first ever appearance at this great championship.
They certainly took us by surprise, Rich.
That's weird,
We
because
looked at the favourites coming in.
the
and
round
that wasn't
circle
a
was
name
telling me
we
that
were
he was gonna go
talking
more
about. But
forward.
Having seen the performance on day one, tee to green, fantastic golf. And good short game prowess and putted well on a brand new set of greens for them, really. So I'm intrigued on what day 2 brings, because could you say lack of experience? All they have to do is replicate what they did on day 1.
Safely in. It's a par
Yeah,
here at
yeah.
first. And he'll stay a couple of shots off the lead. Second hole, it's a par 5.
You'd think birdie or eagle off this team. We've seen a lot during the Players' Championship, but once again, you have to move that tee shot right to left. But be careful of those pines.
Shit, I'm in the rough. Oh, fuck off, mate.
Be a little
I would've done
disappointed with
that.
that because it lands in the rough and it appears to be fairly thick over there.
Good second shot. That last bounce, a little unlucky, but still that third shot sits up rather nicely into this par 5.
How does it do that? Right, see if we can...
Birdie opportunity at 2, and Nota Begay is down there.
This is a very straight putt, but it will be fast. So you got to be careful not to run this by if it wanders offline.
Slow down. Okay, that'll run about 4 feet by.
No. You get 70-30 over here, I think.
But there, it's in for par here.
60-40, something like that.
And he's going to stay.
I should have. I messed up with that first drive.
Now to the par 3 third, 177 yards. Not overly difficult if you hit the proper shot off the tee, get it to the right quadrant on this green. Without question, you can walk out of here with a deuce, with a birdie.
All right, let's have a look at this. Wind's going to take this. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. Come on.
Okay, a little local knowledge there. He gets that ball to work back onto the green. And now a birdie putt coming up.
Don't know, man. It's looking weird, that. Fuck. Shit. Stars, I get, like, if you buy, it's whatever you buy the stars from.
Nope, didn't see the break, and that slides by.
I did see the break. I'm fed up with the fucking putting on this game. The putting is the worst thing about this game. It is absolutely shit.
That one in for a bogey here.
That line is, I don't know why that line's even there. Because that line doesn't make no sense for anything. It doesn't help you in the slightest.
This is really a fun hole here at TPC Sawgrass. A lot of excitement, a lot of action. A short par 4.
That line should only come up to say, like, this is what your ball's going to do.
On that second shot, you can see the water.
But it doesn't do that on this game.
If you're not accurate, you misjudge the distance, you can pay a stiff price. So tempting to go for it right, but that's a very smart layup. Going to leave a simple little wedge shot into this 4th green. Call it 74 yards here as he's set for his second.
No, this is a great game, but the putting on it is fucking horrendous.
A 4-footer here for birdie. Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. And that's going to move him to 8 under. 5th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. Long par 4. What's the challenge?
I'll be honest with you. I love this game. Like, I really do. But the putting really does. It gets me sometimes because it doesn't make no sense.
Shorter hitters really play at that bunker down the left. 320 running.
Yo, Brian, thanks so much for the 50 stars. Oh, shit. How's that happened? That's a perfectly straight
and that
line.
One, not straight enough. It's going to work its way into the bunker. Going to have to flight this a long way. His second out of the bunker.
Oh, my God. I thought I got that one in as well. Yo, Matthew Gage, thanks so much for the 100 stars. Appreciate it.
Cleared the lip in
stars,
front
party challenge started, guys.
And nicely.
I don't know how much you've got to hit.
Now this for birdie.
And this is a nice, smooth right to lefter. This is the go zone.
Right. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my
A little
God.
on the toe there because that one just never got going.
Now a 7-footer.
I can't stand it. I can't stand the putting.
Movement than you think, and that'll slide on
Fucking
by.
putting is shit. By the way, that line is nothing to do with whatever. That line just comes up to say, there you go.
Okay, that one brushed in for bogey here at the 5th. And that'll drop him back down to 7 under.
Matthew Gage, thank you so much for the 50 stars.
Frank, what are the players facing here at the 6th, 393-yard par 4?
Ideally, you just want to hit that ball about 250 yards. It's going to leave you a shot of sort of 140 yards in. Then the green looks quite big because you're far enough back that those palm trees don't become a problem.
Well, you can't walk out and drop it any better than that. That is a fine tee shot right there. Should be able to spin this if he wants. 96 yards left for his second.
That
Good shot.
is a
Safely
really
on the
bad
green and a
spot,
birdie
that.
chance.
Right, that looks like it's straight, doesn't it? Right, I'm going to go with that. That looks straight. That'll do, mate. That'll do.
No
Get it.
problems at all. The pace perfect. It is in for birdie. And he will definitely not say no to that. Frank, the 7th hole here at the TPC Sawgrass Vintage.
Come on, guys, see if you can help me get that Star Party
Anything
challenge
other than
completed.
straight confuses the player off the tee. But there's 3 pot bunkers down the right side. Just inside that last little pot bunker on the left of that, it's actually a pretty good line.
I thought most golf
should
games,
like
though, you
that
do
one.
play with a control pad. Nah, I appreciate you, my mate. Thank you so much for the 85
Strategically,
stars.
Frank, how do you like to play this hole?
You've got to be aware of where you don't want to go. That front right bunker is probably the easiest bunker shot on this hole, but there's a little pot bunker on the left. That one there, always difficult to get it up and down.
You know what?
And a good iron shot, just not quite as close as what we'd all want to finish, but still.
That
Look
looks
here at birdie.
And a very makeable look here. Not too much undulation at all. Maybe just a slight move to the right.
a slight move to the right. What a putt!
Well done. It's
I love
back-to-back
that.
birdies here on this
Fucking hell, that's the best putt I've ever done.
And he'll move it to 1 under for his round. -9 for the tournament. Up next, the 237-yard 8. It's the longest par 3 at TPC
Piece of
Sawgrass.
business one. All you do is pull the
Wide
left
variety
analog
of
stick down and up.
challenges, including a deep, narrow, and sloping green, protected by grass bunkers. Par is the goal here on this very demanding hole.
Oh, that couldn't have.
Well,
That
putts
couldn't,
come in all shapes and sizes.
That couldn't have been any better,
One
that.
in the previous hole, and now he has a much shorter look. Either way, make another birdie. Okay, nicely done. It's a birdie at number 8. And he gets it to 2 under for his round. 11 under now for the tournament.
yo, Matthew Gage, thank you so much for the
Closing out the front side
365.
with the par 5, 583-yard 9th. Don't say this too often in this, the era of the long
Star
bomber,
Party
but
Chief,
this
thank you
for
so
most
much.
is actually a 3-shot par 5. You can get there in 2, but it requires accuracy and 2 enormous shots. Everything flowing really well right now. Coming off 3 birdies in a row. Here's another solid tee shot as well. Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5.
Thank you so much for helping me hit that star party.
Okay, on the green, but it's going to leave a putt that will get your attention. Nearly had it. Just going to wander a foot or so by.
I don't understand that.
Okay, that's in for his par here at the nines.
I use an
And that's going to
Xbox
make this
Series
a
Elite 2.
234 for the front side.
Oh,
We start the inward nine with a 424-yard par 4 dogleg left with trees on the right and a large bunker down the left.
can I win this though? This will be a big one if I can win this tournament, guys. You gonna let me fucking see what I was doing? Stop there, stop. I'm not gonna lie, but that fucked me over then because I couldn't see what I was doing, so I couldn't put the spin on my.
whole way, and it's going to wind up hopping into the bunker. Need to be careful not to take much, if any, sand here. His second to this par 4.
Not the best shot we've seen today, but when you consider that was hit out of the fairway bunker, it certainly gets a pass grade.
Birdie putt coming up, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, I don't see a whole lot of break in this overall. Distance very important. It might be one of those putts. Hit it firm and take the break out altogether.
Got it there, but not quite on target. So that's in for par to start this backside. And he's going to remain at 10 under. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
That's fucking well too hard.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
All right, not exactly what you're hoping for, but safely on the putting surface with birdie still in play.
Oh, fuck off, man.
It's going to wander off to the right. Maybe
I let it go up to the left a little bit, and it still fucks off. It doesn't do it enough. It's ridiculous. What's the point on that fucking line, really?
Okay, that one finished off for a par. And he'll stay right where he is. Down to the par 4, 12th,
I want the new PlayStation 5 one with the paddles on the back and
This is a
stuff.
great example where one of the features of it is the blind second shot, just to give you a little bit of doubt on judging the distance.
Shit.
No problems there. That's going to wind up safely in the fairway. Put it in a great spot off the tee. Has just 86 yards left for his second shot. See what he can do with this.
I don't understand that. So why did it do it?
That's a head scratcher. That approach shot from
Yeah, it was a
relatively
fucking
close
head
in.
scratch.
I would have been looking at 10 to 15 feet.
Right, let's have a go with this. This will be way off this because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, you really got to put a charge into it up that slope, and that is fairly well done. No missteps there. It is a par here at 12. And he's going to remain one shot off the pace. Hole number
One
13
shot off.
here at Sawgrass. Tricky 181-yard par 3.
You don't have to hit directly
Couple
at
of
the
birdies
flag.
now. We've
When
still
that
got
flag's
enough
at the
time
back
to
there,
get
you can
birdies
use the
in these next
contours.
5
when it's
holes
on the
here.
left, once again, you can use the ridge in the middle of the green. Matter of fact, one of the hardest hole locations is when it's in the front right, because that's when you have to be perfect.
What in the fuck is going on there? I used the other club that it was telling me to use
Very
then.
sensible play
I
there.
would
right
have
in the middle
been
of the green.
miles
A birdie
away.
opportunity here at 13.
Well, and he's had great conversion on putts like this. Even when he's not close to the hole, he's left himself with very makeable opportunities.
Boy, that's a good stroke. Just a
What do you get?
fraction
I
off
think
target.
it's more of an
Can't get the
algorithm
speed
thing.
any
It pushes
better
the
than that.
algorithm. So if you can hit him every time you get him, you know, the algorithm would obviously say, "Oh, this
Okay,
guy
so
can
for
hit
for par here
star
at
parties."
13, and he'll remain right where he is. Fourteen, 481 yards is a stout hole. This one absolutely requires every ounce of your attention, and you're going to get out of here with a 4. Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here.
Who enjoys this gaming? You like this game, guys?
He needs to be mindful of the breeze here as he sets for a second.
That's a great shot. That.
That's a good shot, and more importantly, too, a green in regulation. So
I don't know
birdie
yet,
chance.
Matthew, mate. Won't be too long.
Good effort, but that'll run
Perfect,
2 for
perfect
feet
on
past
both
the hole.
sides, but just not the right fucking video, even though it wasn't even that much of a...
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And he'll remain one shot back.
Yeah, I get you. You know what, though? Golf games are good to play. I'm not a big golf lover. I don't watch golf in real life.
Sawgrass, the 15th
I think
hole
it's
of
boring
par
as
four
fuck.
as we make our way to this finishing
But I like
stretch.
playing sports
Frank,
games. It's like I
what's
would
in store
play
for
that
the players
MLS
Another one of
baseball.
those par
Get the
fours
money
around
to buy that. I'd probably
450
buy it. 'Cause It's got 9 out of 10 on PlayStation.
Ideally, hit
That.
a tee shot down the right side, keeping it away from that bunker, but that's a flat bunker down the right with no lip, so it's still not too bad. Biggest problem here is that green. So many undulations on this green.
Frank, once again, precision is so important as we look at the second shot to the 15th.
Yeah, you're looking at the flag here. You're looking at birdie, but if you miss, the big bunker on the left will swallow it up, and there's 2 little pop bunkers on the right. Tough to get it up and down.
Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been.
That's bollocks, that.
Well, obviously that's not his best, but it'll be quickly forgotten, Frank, if he's able to get out of here with his par.
Well, you might forget it. I won't. Far from his best.
Yeah, good putt. And it's in for par here at 15. And he'll stay right where he is.
For second,
Now to the par 5
100.
16, 523 yards.
It's not an easy
And the
course,
key
I'll
here,
tell you that right now. The
besides
wind as well
the
is
obvious,
having a
good
massive
drive,
effect on it
solid
as well.
second shot is to not look too far ahead. But that's easier said than done, because as you get to that second shot, you can plainly see what's ahead, and that is the famous par 3 17th and the water to the right.
No, bollocks, man. That's just...
There's no way that ball could have gone through the tree, but somehow it did. Finished up actually all right.
Stop.
Oh, and let's hope that's not a precursor of things to come. It is into the lake here at 16. So now, with the drop taken, this is going to be his 4th shot into this par 5. Boy, that's well done right there. He barely touched that and got it to roll to a stop.
And believe me, it was much harder than it looked.
Okay, that'll be a par here at 16.
I got lucky there.
And
I got
he'll
lucky.
remain right where he is. Well, there's a moment every year, unlike any in golf. At 17, the shot is struck, and for a few nervous
I know,
seconds,
Matthew.
the ball, and oftentimes all your hopes
Get absolutely
hanging
shitloads,
suspended
don't I?
in midair. Wet
Okay.
or dry, victory or catastrophe. Sometimes it's that simple at 17.
Oh, come off it, man. Is it dropping like that?
It is safely on deck, though it is down a little swale in the back right part of the green, so a tough putt coming up. Nope, that'll be short, maybe by a good 10 feet. Yeah, that's good putt. It is in for par here at 17.
Can't get any
And he'll
birdies
stay
here, guys.
right
Struggling to
where
get the
he is.
birdies. I need the
People always
birdies.
talk about 17 being visually intimidating. Frank, what about 18?
If there's a little bit of wind off the right, the tee shot is so much easier. But if that wind is coming off the water, not only do you see the water and the wooden bulkheads, you see all the rough and the trees on the right. And of course, then you start bringing 5, 6, 7, even 8 into play. That's what makes this tee shot so hard.
Looking for a strong finishing kick here on this Friday to get set up for the weekend, and that another good drive here. Frank, it's all about focus and positive imagery, isn't it, here on this approach shot at the 18th?
You have to be precise with your target here. You can't be looking left at the water or mounds on the right. Plus, there's all the mounding on the screen. So, in the end, look at the flag, aim at the flag, go there.
That's well played. Now, good look at birdie. So this for a finishing birdie at 18.
And this is when you'd expect to make more often than not. Not too much undulation, maybe just a slight move to the right.
Slight move to the... I can't stand it, guys. Slight move to the right, so I move it to the left to fucking go up the hill. Slight move. I don't know what slight move is to them in real on this, but to me it sounds mad. It's a madness.
Here at 18. That will be a second round score of 70 to under par. So after a wonderful Thursday and Friday of golf, our featured player is only a shot back at the end of day 2.
The end of 36 holes, but the beginning of the weekend, Rich, which...
I might do 2 hours on what's called in a bit on Kick, guys. What do you reckon? You reckon I should do a 2 hour on Kick as well in a bit after this 2 hours? So if we get another 40 minutes on here, and then we'll go over to Kick and do another 40 minutes on there.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour are proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. This afternoon from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live third-round coverage of the Players. Rich Lerner
11
here
miles
in
an
our
hour
tower
winds,
overlooking the 18th green. Frank Nobilo is by my side. Out on
Some
the course,
fucking
we
strong-ass
got
winds
Notifique
to
the
play some
third
golf in.
and Iona Stephen as we check.
Why is it always
the
that
Saturday
windy here?
leaderboard. Aaron Wise is your leader. He's at 11 under. Frank, it's day 3 here at the one and only Players Moving Day, as it's known. And as we look at our featured player in contention heading into the weekend, there's some big names on that leaderboard, but right now, hanging tough.
They certainly are. The type of golf that's required, Rich, you and I both know. Pete Dye, he wanted to test you physically, technically, and, of course, mentally. That's the big challenge. They've come through in flying colours the first 2 days.
Trying to get to the
Today,
Masters, mate, on
it's
this.
a little bit more of a mental challenge. What I would
And I'm
advocate is
taking
don't
on
look at the
Chandler,
leaderboard so much
Anna,
today.
as well.
Saturday, it could be a long, drawn-out day, so just worry about your own golf.
Oh,
Yeah.
Pace to get up that slope. It is in.
That's what
for
we're
a
talking
birdie.
about, guys. We've got the birdie on the go. Number 1 of y'all, we could be winning this.
And 11 under for the tournament.
God.
Nice scoring opportunity here. 532-yard par 5 second hole, Frank. Considered one of the easier holes on the golf course. What do you think?
Yeah, I think you can just cut this in half. 532 yards divided by 2. Really, it's 2 tee shots over 260 yards. For these guys, nothing more than a 3 or a 4 wood. And that's why all you need off the tee is just a 3 wood with a little draw.
You disappointed if you don't make 4 here?
Not disappointed, but obviously you lose at least half a shot on the field.
Yeah, no worries, mate. Cheers, Matthew. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Has to be thrilled with that second shot here to the par 5, Frank. Got everything out of that.
Yeah, did well just to advance the ball so far down the fairway. And now a fairly straightforward third shot.
A dead-on look here for birdie.
I do.
Yes, can't ask for a better start to a round
I do
than
great.
this.
Yeah,
It is back-to-back birdies at 1 and 2. And he moves to 2 under for his round, 12 under all told. Frank, a nice mix of holes to start. So here we go with a par 3 at the third.
Very narrow at the front of the screen, and that bunker too, you don't actually see it off the tee, the back left bunker, and it sneaks into that left side. So if that flag is on the left, just be careful.
Oh, wow, yeah. I mean, he's got the production value, hasn't he? He's got the. You getting off, Peter?
Nicely done. It is a par here at the third. And he'll remain at -12. Frank, how difficult is it to access the hole location if you miss the fairway here at 4?
Well, if you miss it left, I've got to say the lesser of two evils is to be in the bunker on the right.
Good smart play right here. If you're not positive you can clear it, you can't take on that
I'm
water.
glad
This
that
is just a
I'm
short
glad that
wedge
fucking
into there.
Nitro does, you know,
70 yards.
these,
All that's left here for his second.
So
Now,
how's
that
that?
just
How's
did
that?
not look right from the start, and that ball is
How's that
into
just
the
fell in there?
hazard. All right, so he'll take his drop, and with a penalty stroke added, that'll become his fourth now to the par 4.
I'm sorry, but how did that just drop in that water then?
Okay, not a bad lead. That's a good shot. 8-foot putt here. Good putt there. It's a bogey 5 here at the par 4. And he's going to fall out of the lead, wind up a shot back. Frank, the golf course
I don't
toughens up
understand
right
that.
here with a long par
That made
4
no
fifth.
sense, did it?
When you play it off the back tee, 470 yards, it's nearly 320 yards to that last bunker down the left side. That really has to be in the back of your mind. The ideal tee shot, to the left or right. As that ball bounces into the rough, first fairway missed today.
Second shot coming up. Let's check in for the first time with Notavigay the third.
Looking at 153 to the hole. Lie looks hot. Needs to be careful of the ball jumping.
Oh, I always knew that was going to be a good shot when it left the club face. What's that, 8 or 9 feet? Excellent shot.
Nope, I could have erased the bogey from the previous hole, but no dice there. That one finished off. It is a par here at 5, and he'll stay at 11 under par.
Yeah. I'm just like on the right hand side. There's certain ones
What
that
do you think of the 6th? Pretty short par 4.
It is, but you come out of that sort of corridor and fairway opens up and then it narrows up, bunkers to be around.
the fucking wind is ridiculous, and I don't know why. The wind is absolutely horrendous in this game, on this
That
course.
one gonna split
The
the middle.
past
Maybe
4
get a
days,
little
it's been
rollout
gale
as
force
well.
winds.
That is a good, solid tee shot. That pin in the front right quadrant of the green today as he stares down his second.
Well, that's not fucking gone the way where it's said it was going to. That's fucking dog shit. This is ridiculous.
Safely in for par here at the 6th.
Lucky I got a par on that.
He'll remain right where
Lucky
he
I
is.
got the par on that.
Frank's 7th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. How do you break this one down?
Not overly long, 440 yards, but once again, it's a tee shot. If you're driving the ball well, that's fine. You just sort of blister it down there, but you're starting to lose one a little bit to the right. There's 3 pot bunkers there, and of course, if you're fearful of it going left, there's a canal all the way down the left side that'll get your attention.
Yeah, nothing to fault there. Good balance, good follow-through, and a good start to this hole. Second shot straight ahead, and we go to Iona Stephen.
Yeah, we've got 127 yards left to the hole today. Pin in the back right portion of this green.
Go on.
Oh, there it is, folks. That is going to likely be the shot of the day from distance. Just excellent contact off that club, off that lie. Just improbable. And I mean, had a magnet on it right into the bottom of the cup. What a shot. Here we are at the 8th at Pete Dye's
I'm good at that.
Stadium course at the TPC Sawgrass. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Novelo. Frank, this is a hole that I really like.
And players do too, Rich, especially off that back tee where it must be about 80 yards of shoot that you go through before the hole actually starts to open up. And this green, 11 bunkers in total around the whole putting surface.
And that one not on the green, but not in a terrible spot either. Sitting up in the short grass. Well, all the elements of his game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. It'll hold tight at -13. Frank, the 9th is really a good par 5, isn't it?
There's so many options.
I love
here.
that.
Just play it away.
I love
sort of
the
hitting
hitting up. I just can't stand the putting on this game. My weakness on this game is definitely putting.
And that's if they're coming over your shoulder for a right-hander from right to left. Then this par 5 is very reachable.
This one starting a little bit left. Boy, the rhythm is definitely there today. Another wonderful tee shot. Still well over 300 yards to the flag. So getting this to a good number, the key here for his second.
Wind doesn't half get hold of it on this course.
Frank, this is all about plotting your way around. Now the 3rd shot at the 9th.
Yeah, there's a reward for a precise short iron shot in here. If the pin's on the right or the left, precision pays off.
Right. Once again, didn't give me the right.
In golf, you know, you've heard the term mulligan. You'd love that, a do-over there, wouldn't you? I mean, that's just, that's very poor from that range.
Now this for birdie.
Yeah, and it would be easy to leave this one short because we're going back up that hill with just the slightest bit of movement from left to right.
Okay, not a bad effort.
Yeah, we'll just the putting to me on this it's just way off.
Just the tap in there for par at the 9th. That's going to be a 3 under 33 on this front side. Frank, now on to the 10th at Sawgrass.
A fairly straight par 4, but that's not the way to play it. You really want to go to the right, well away from the fairway bunker that runs all the way down the left side. That turns it into a little bit of a dogleg left. Then you're going to come across that front bunker into a green that, well, is anything other than flat. Well, it's in the first cut. We know you can't spin the ball as much from the first cut. Still lying okay.
Jesus. Should have left it on the other fucking wedge, shouldn't I?
He'll be disappointed with that, no doubt.
Your swing didn't quite look right on that one. Way too good, I must say. That was just smashed. Oh, sizable putt left.
12 feet still to go.
But I believe that that is the right thing there. Me believing, me getting it right is two different things, though.
Tough start to the
Because
backside,
the
Frank.
fucking putting on this game
Doesn't
is
go
fucking
well, too.
shit.
You start losing confidence with the putter early on.
And that's what these greens can do to you. They make you see things that just aren't there. That
The
one slides
fucking,
by.
please, man, the putting needs a massive overhaul. It is absolutely
That goes
shocking.
down, but it's a 6 at the par 4. And now he's going to fall a couple of shots off the pace. All right, hole number 11 here at the TPC Sawgrass, 558-yard, par 5. No shortage of options, no shortage of hazards, Frank.
If there's one hole at TPC Sawgrass where you can literally leap out of your shoes, this is it.
Oh my fucking! What has just happened then?
And the leaves
How
took
is
enough
the
of
wi- how is
momentum
the wind
off the golf
taking
ball
it
that this is going to wind up in the
instantaneously?
bunker. Want to make sure you catch this cleanly. His second to the par 5. Yeah, that's a good shot. Sand takes away any chance of going for the green in 2, but this is a nice recovery here to get back on track.
Oh, fuck me!
Looking to splash this softly onto the green.
Oh, that dude.
Oh, yeah. Never mind the up and
Okay.
down. That is a different kind of up and down. Up, out of the bunker, and down into the hole.
We'll
Now,
take
the
that.
short par 4-12, it was redesigned for the 2017 players. Certainly you can drive it, but there is some risk involved. And that's the way it should be for a par 4 this short. That water on the left is right up against the green. So players have to make a decision here.
Oh, for fuck's sake! This wind is
Too strong for this hole, eh? Ran out of fairway and into the rough. Big hit, though. I'm loving this round of golf. More shots, more touch. Another great one there.
Nicely done. 2 straight birdies here early on this backside. And he'll move to 3 under here. Just 1 shot off the lead. Well, on this back 9 here at TPC Sawgrass, you know that the 17th as a par 3 gets all the attention. But don't forget about this 181-yard 13th. Really a beautiful little hole and plenty of trouble as well.
that'll do, but could have been better.
Okay, safely aboard.
Oh, don't understand it, man. I don't understand it.
Well judged. That is in for par here at 13. And he'll stay right where he is. Frank, the 14th hole. A lot has happened here over the years.
I think it's the litmus test on the back nine. That's where things really start to heat up. It looks like a straightforward tee shot, but often the eyes wander to that water down the left side. And of course, if you think about that, you invariably fire the ball towards the right, where those hillocks and thick rough is, and virtually no chance of reaching the par 4 and 2.
Oh, I'm doing all right, though. I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right.
To be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot. Frank, there's a lot to factor in on this approach at the 14th.
You can favor right side of this green and sort of allow the contours of the green just to move that ball to the left.
That will be a great look at birdie.
Oh, it won't.
And about 9 feet here to the hole.
No, I hate the
that's gonna
putting.
slide
The
by to
putting
the
is just...
left. Good
This
work to get
putting
into
is
that
really
position, but
annoying me.
couldn't
It
finish it off.
doesn't make any sense.
He'll finish that one off with no problem. It's in for par. And he'll remain right where he is. If you're just joining us, we're at the 15th hole here at TPC Sawgrass. 449 yard, par 4. Frank, what's in store here?
One of the prettiest tee shots on the golf course, Rich. Once again, you're coming out of a chute of trees, big bunker down the right side. Really, you want to hug that right side, though. It gives you a better entry into this green.
And that will do just fine.
So why didn't the wind get hold of that then?
Frank, what's the key on this approach here at the 15th?
Well, knowing exactly where that pin placement is, Rich, there's mounding, there's that little gut out of the right side of this green. If you miss your mark here, that ball can easily finish 30 or 40 feet away. Just think about it. You've got to cover nearly 2 football fields of distance and get it inside 5 feet. You wouldn't think that's possible.
And that one finished
I
off.
think it's
a
possible
birdie here
because
at
I'm
15.
good at it.
And he's got it to 14 under par. It all looks so simple when you're going good, doesn't it? And that is yet another solid drive.
Bullshit. Fucking bullshit.
This par 5 green is well protected. That's 2 good shots, but that bunker's there for a reason. Now, with some nifty sand play, we're looking at 4.
Oh my God, I'm good at that.
Absolutely can do no wrong. Dialed in, and that is an eagle, and this is a spectacular round of golf. Now to maybe the most famous hole in the whole sport. It's the 17th here at the stadium course, the TPC Sawgrass. Frank, if you look at it on the card, it seems so simple. It's just 137 yards. For the best in the world, it's a pitching wedge, maybe a 9-iron. And yet every year, we see nightmares galore.
And that's where you have to remind yourself what can and what does happen here. I normally cut the green in half here. It's 26 yards deep. So if you just take 13 yards off the yardage, you have 124 yards to the middle of the green. That has to be your target. This is no time to be a hero. You can still have a putt for birdie.
Come on.
Yeah, very nicely done there. Just about knocked that green stick and a short birdie putt coming up. Now this for another birdie. Oh, finishing strong. That's in for birdie here at 17. And he moves to 17 under par. Now to one of the most spectacular finishing holes in golf. 462-yard par 4 18th at TPC Sawgrass. Water guarding the entire left side of the fairway. Mounds and trees lining the right, as picturesque and difficult as they come. Turning out to be a wonderful Saturday of golf here, and this, another fine tee shot.
Absolutely cracking that was then. Volkswagen.
Frank landed it on the green.
It was
Yeah,
never
so he was
going to
done.
stop.
No, no chance.
We'll just get a par on this.
Well, all the elements of this game have been in sync today. A terrific shot right there.
It's all about getting it inside that 3-foot circle around the hole. That was a really nice shot.
Huge spot right here after 54 holes at the Players. Our featured golfer on top of the star-studded leaderboard. They'll take the pole position going into Sunday's final round.
And this is the tournament.
The final round now, guys. The final 18 holes. If I win this now, if I do this, this will be I win the players tournament.
4 decades ago, this was swampland, a seemingly ordinary tract of land, no different from any other
Doing well
in
here,
this
that,
section
Matt.
of Florida.
I've just took
Today,
some video
this
videos
land
then,
will
so
be anything but ordinary.
I'll put a little
Today,
clip together and put
it
on
will
some of
test
the best shots I've
finest
done.
golfers in the world, eager to claim the sport's richest prize. This is the final round of the Players' Championship.
EA Sports and the PGA Tour so proud to present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. Today from TPC Sawgrass in Ponte Vedra Beach, Florida, live final round coverage of the Players. It is the great challenge that all these golfers face, trying to string 4 solid rounds together, trying to best Mother Nature and this course, and trying to beat the entire field as we check the leaderboard.
So, right, so the wind's
leader
behind
here
me
on
now.
This Sunday is our featured golfer. His cushion is a full 4 shots as he gets set to tee off. Frank, Sunday here at TPC Sawgrass, we have seen so many great moments in this championship going back to the 1970s. Winners like Jack Nicklaus and Lee Trevino. Then, ultimately, it found a home at the Stadium Course 1982. Jerry Pate the winner. And then Freddie Couples and Greg Norman. Onward, Tiger, and Rory McIlroy. And now our featured golfer may be on the precipice of joining that group as a Players' champ.
I think that's the hardest thing for them today, Rich, is to not think about that illustrious list of winners. And, you know, you talk about 1982 when they first found a home. That's when this became their championship. And I mean the best players in the world.
Top already.
So if you can try and keep that in the back of your mind and really just think about the way in which you've got to attack this golf course and not get too far ahead of yourself, because when you come to 16, 17, and 18, Everybody knows, whether it's us, the people watching, or the player themselves, water and peril are in play on every single shot.
So, Frank, another Sunday is upon us, and stop me if you've heard this before, but our featured golfer in position to win yet again on the PGA Tour as a rookie. You have to think by now, this is someone who appears to be unfazed by just about anything.
Get me out of that. Get me out of
And
that.
also, Rich, getting in the other players' heads, because Sunday
I wish
is
he'd
to be
shut
that
up.
pressure cooker
They've
day
not stopped
where
talking all the
people
way through
fail
that hole,
often at
then.
the post. So if you've managed to conquer that at least twice in your rookie season, players are starting to think, well, hang on a minute. They've figured out how to play this golf when the pressure's at the very most. So I actually give them the advantage.
Right, I'm going to have to... No, it's not going to work. Bullshit. The fucking hit then.
Still better than 3 bills away as he puts forth his second to the par 5.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Getting
The
some
wind
sand
on
in the
this
shoes now. For
fucking-
the second straight hole, he's in the bunker. Nope, that is not much of an improvement. Set from the bunker. This is 5th shot.
Just a short bunker shot. So open your feet up, open the club face up, let it splash out.
Okay, not a bad recovery from out of the sand, and a chance, maybe, to limit the damage to 1 drop shot. Yeah, that's a good putt, though it is for bogey here at the second.
No.
And that will drop the lead down to 2. Now the par
No.
3 third.
Not overly long, but 2 is a rarity.
They've made the
difficult
fucking...
green,
They've put
and
the...
you don't see a lot of tee shots actually finish close there for some unknown reason.
Bullshit, it's drive. It's not fucking
And
come
that
back.
one not on
It's
the green,
drive
but not a
that
terrible
then.
spot
It's-
either. Sitting up in the short grass.
But I'm not
And
a
that's
big
not
lover of this.
exactly
It
ideal.
doesn't tell you
Far
the
from
right.
tapping for his par.
You're being too kind. That's not at all ideal.
Yeah, that's well done. He's able to save his par. And this will remain a 3-shot lead.
Yeah,
Hole number 4 here at TPC
It
Sawgrass.
tells you the wrong
384
thing.
yard par 4 deep fairway bunker to the right of the landing zone. You want to avoid that. What else is there to look out for, Frank?
Those huge mounds on the left, they're just as penal really as the bunker on the right. So this is one where you have to pick an object in the distance. Really focus on that.
Driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely in the fairway. Second shot coming up. Let's bring
no,
in
the putting
Iowa
on this,
Stevens.
mate, it's
Well,
very, very
122
difficult.
left to the flag, and that pin, well, it's back left today.
Where's the fucking win? This is dangerous. That's straight. That should be good. That.
No, I don't have my tape measure out, but that looks like, 6, 7 feet in there, but that is an excellent
No,
approach
you'll
shot.
understand with the putting, like, the putting's absolutely horrendous on this game.
Yeah, that's a well-played hole. It's a birdie here at 4. Will certainly help the cause.
Or over
It's a
again.
good par 4, isn't it, Frank?
If ever a hole
Four
was built
shots.
for Lee Trevino, who used to
Ahead.
love to cut it, this would be the hole. It just looks and screams for a shot that's hit left to right. And that's the only way really to avoid bunkers left and long, and that one that's all the way down the right side.
This up the right side off the tee.
Come on, just grip on, just grip. How are you rolling through rough?
It's been good driving so far. That ball bounces into the rough, so just the first fairway miss today.
I'm having a fucking nightmare.
Well, that one didn't work out. Didn't look bad in the air. It hit the green, but didn't sit.
Yeah, it was never going to stop.
Oh, come off it!
Birdie on the last.
Fuck
Lucky
off,
to give at
man.
least one back here.
Fucking joke that then.
I don't think he's going to fall in love with that one, Frank, but it won't hurt him.
No, but you'd expect from there to sort of get it within kicking distance. Now you got to work.
Oh,
You can see the frustration building. That is not a
fucking
great
I'm
putt
hating
there.
the putting. The putting shit. That line there is fucking useless. That
Okay,
line
that
should.
one
There's
on
no
line.
point
Good
for that
putt,
fucking
but
line.
it's a
No
double
point
bogey.
for it.
Here's par
The
4.
line is.
And the lead
It doesn't make.
is down
It
to
doesn't
2.
do anything apart from show you a
Well,
fucking
this hole
line.
has it all. 393-yard par 4-6, and in fact, it was Pete Dye's favorite. He designed this golf course, and I think the reason he loved it so much was it incorporated all of the elements that he
I can
used
tell
in
which
his
way the green's
design.
going,
It was
mate.
Visually intimidating, water
It's just
trouble,
too hard to
and the
read.
premium on accuracy and strategic thinking.
I'll explain it to you in a minute. Why it doesn't make any sense. That shit.
The driving's been sensational all week, and here's another one that's going to set up nicely. In
It
the
actually
fairway.
wasn't. It actually wasn't. It wasn't.
Second
It wasn't
shot coming
downhill.
up, just 97 yards. left to the
Downhill on this
flag.
isn't blue. Downhill and uphill can be is the same colour. That's what I'm saying to you. This game, it doesn't make no sense sometimes. Oh fuck me, that's fucking hell. Squiggly line in it. Right now,
No, that's not too bad. Good shot.
I'll show you now. Right.
Inside 20 feet,
Right,
I would imagine. So a good chance, really, outside chance. for
As you
birdie.
can see, it says it's pulling backwards here. It's going uphill a little bit. It's going downhill on the right-hand side there. But look at this, right? So, really, I should have to do that there, right? But it's got a curve going back round on itself to go in, right? We then take a little bit off because of it's going downhill, right? That's what it should be. Told ya. It doesn't make no fucking sense. You cannot read the fucking... You have to be an actual fucking professional golfer to understand how these fucking greens work. And to be labelled... I can't even look down at the bottom of the... On the green. It's the lowest I can go. Look. Lowest you can go is that.
nicely read there. It is a par here at the 6th. And this is
It's
going to
just
stay
it's
a
a bit.
two-shot lead.
It's very, very difficult to put in on
Seventh hole
this.
here at Sawgrass, Frank, a bit uncomfortable off the tee.
It is. It reminds me a little
That
bit of the
line
opening
used
hole,
to
much
be so
longer
you would
version where when you stand
adjust
on
the
tee and
thing
look at the
first,
green,
and then
it's
you
a
would press a
straightaway hole,
button,
but that
and the
fairway
line
goes
would
to the
come up
left
to
and it
show
comes
you
back
where
to the
your
right.
ball was going to go.
But
So
they're
you'd be like,
all
"Oh right,
optical
I've got it right there. That's where I'm going with mine. That's where it's going to land." So then, and then you'd only get one chance at doing that. But that line it's just random as shit. I don't know what it's for.
Yeah, that's a nice swing, and the result is going to be a tee shot that is set up just fine. Down on the course, let's check in with Nota Begay III.
He's got 141 to the hole, pinned just on the front edge.
I don't know if it's going to... Right. I'm worried that this is going to have backspin.
This one looks right on point.
It's back. See, it's easier to chip
Frankie's
the
not gonna
balls
make the highlight
than it is
shows
to put.
tonight, but he might still make par, which isn't all bad.
Hey, let's face it.
See,
that is
right,
very
that line
forgettable.
there, that line's completely wrong. That line is, I don't know what that line's telling me.
That one finished off.
You know,
It'll
you get
be
what
a
I
par
mean?
here
Why
at
has
7.
that line got a line?
He's gonna
Why
hold
would
on
it
to
have
that
a fucking
green
bend to
shot
it? What's
lead.
it trying to fucking do? Is that line literally trying to fuck you up? I don't understand it.
Sawgrass, the fabled stadium course designed by the legendary Pete Dye, Rich Lerner alongside Frank Navalo. And here at the 8th, Frank, most players are happy walking out of here with a par 3.
And the reason why, it's a very narrow entry to this green. It's just littered with bunkers around, left, behind, to the side, and even short. Once you get further up the green, though, even though this is an undulating green, it starts to widen up. So don't get trapped into just looking at the front of this hole.
See, I won't press anything now, right? I won't press
birdie
anything.
Look straight ahead.
I'm just pressing A to get the thing go right.
This from about
This
10
isn't
feet.
me doing anything with this line. Look, that line. What is that line even telling me? All it's telling me is that it's going downhill. So what I would do is pull it back a little bit. But it misses. It was saying that there was a. It's saying that there was a thing, yo, to the right, to the left.
Okay, good roll there. It is a par here at the 8th. And that cushion's going to remain 2 shots. We close out the front 9 with a 583
The amount of times that I have messed up
most
the putts
spectacular
on
par
this.
5s in golf. A lake and a bunker on the right and deep woods on the left. Stay out of that. This hole grows narrower as it unfolds. No issues here. That is into
Don't
the
get me wrong,
fairway.
I love this game. I love this game, but yeah, I think the putting is the thing that needs a little bit of work doing, because some people take them lines off. You see, do I go there or do I go there? I think I go here. Or can I? Right. That's a fucking shot. I think.
Two solid shots at the par 5 and found the green side bunker. Lie looks good. Now, just needed a good bunker shot.
Stop, 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 stop. Oh, it's going to the other fucking bunker.
An awkward little bunker shot. Just splash it out, let the ball run towards the flag.
Can't even see what's going on. Oh,
Okay, that got caught up a bit before it got to the green. Kind of slowed its momentum, but good out regardless.
right. So that line, right, is telling me that it's just straight.
Yeah,
Which is-
that's a
which is
good
fine
par.
this
It's
time.
in for par here at the 9th, and this will be a 2 over 38
Oh, he's
on
catching
this
me up.
front side. Similar to the first hole, the 10th is a relatively short par 4, 424 yards, but it requires accuracy and some strategy. You have to put your ball in the right place. That dog leg left, you have trees on the right, and don't forget about that big bunker on the left-hand side. They call that position A. That's going to be right down the middle. Now Noda his second from the fairway.
He's got 117 yards to the front, 142 to the hole. Have to calculate the wind coming from right to left.
That's going in the fucking bunker. I'm hating these bunkers. I'm having a nightmare with these.
Good line in the fairway, and the approach winds up in the bunker.
Not too bad. 3 foot.
Oh, the hands came through beautifully there. Good thump of the
Right,
sand.
to me,
and
that
a good chance to save
we're
par.
going uphill a bit, so you would put it here. You put it more power, and then yeah, there you go. But
Second
even
in.
then,
And
it's
it's
still
par
trying
here
to
at the 10th.
wing off to the left
And
a
the
little
lead
bit.
will remain 1. Now the time to be aggressive. Par 5, 558-yard, 11th hole, Frank. What's the key here?
Tee it high and let it fly. This is the big chance here. This is one of the widest fairways on the golf course. This is where you chance it all.
Right, so give me the wind.
Beautiful tempo to that swing, and this is going to wind up squarely in the
I need to
fairway.
go on that left-hand side. The wind is right behind me, though, which is really causing a massive problem. I don't know what that was. Oh, fuck.
That's what he wanted to do. After the tee shot, puts himself in really good position here on the par 5.
Go on. Oh, my God.
No problem with that.
I'm fucking good at them. I'm good at them, you know. Telling you, like, the chip shots, anything like that, I'm spot on at. Really
Now,
good
the
at.
12th hole at the TPC Sawgrass. It's a 358-yard par 4, so short on the card, Frank, but obviously a challenge. What's the key here?
Once again, trying to find that right position on the fairway, and that's down the right side. Anything down the left, that mound is going to block your view.
That's what I mean. I
Too
should just
strong
do
for
chip.
this hole.
Should
eh?
just
Ran out of fairway and into the right. Big hit, though.
stop.
Certainly had enough power, just didn't have any touch.
That's halfway. It's still fucking really powerful.
That's just okay, I'd say, but he's left himself at least a chance at a par, Frank.
Come on, Rich. I mean, you're being too kind there. That's not ideal.
Oh my God, I've actually putted one.
Nothing routine about that one. Well done to roll it in
I've actually
for par.
putted one from actually quite a decent
clear
distance.
of the field. Frank, so much focus on the back nine here at the stadium course at TPC Sawgrass on the 17th hole with the island green. I think 13 gets lost sometimes, but the pros know this is a really good hole.
Oh, it can be disastrous too. That's, I think, what you're referring to, Rich. There's a big ridge in the middle of this green that bisects the top side with the bottom side on the left. So even when the flag's on the left, you don't have to go directly at it, because that normally causes the problem with the wooden bulkheads down the left side. And
Right, let's see if I can get a decent putt here.
So something on the ridge can
I don't
often
think I will
run
be able
down
to.
towards the left, but we have seen the odd hole-in-one here over the years.
It's downhill, but it needs a little bit of uphill. I'm going to say there. That's what we're aiming for, right there. Stop. Stop. Completely fucking wrong.
10-foot putt left. Yeah, well done. That's in for par. And the lead's going to remain 2. Frank, 14 is so often a pivotal hole here at the TPC Sawgrass.
It is, Rich. And when you see a player hit 2 shots comfortably on this green, you think, what's all the problems about 14? But when you see someone stray left or stray right, you realize that 14 is a real bear.
Just what you want at this point in the round. You're trying to find a rhythm, hit fairways, hit the middle of the club face. That's what they did right there. A left to right breeze, something to consider here as he eyes this second shot.
A little bit too hard. The spin, I thought the spin might have helped me out a little bit.
That one rolled right off the green.
It was just coming out so hot.
I think he'll be fairly pleased with that, Frank. What do you think?
I certainly do. It was so good.
No issues there. It is a par here at 14. And that's going to preserve this tenuous one-shot lead. Such a good stretch of holes coming off that difficult 14th now to the 470-yard par 4 15th. Again, demanding. And this tee shot, you have to be on your game. As simple as that.
Shit. That's all right. Actually, probably.
And that is dead center right down the middle here to start the hole.
That's probably perfect, that, actually.
From the fairway nota, this is second.
He's got exactly 100 yards to the front, 107 all the way to the hole, pinned just on the front edge.
And this is looking really good.
Rich, there's
I'm
one thing
fucking
about
good at that,
good
aren't I?
iron
Good
play.
at-
When you hit it and it comes off the club face, you know it's going to be close. More evidence there.
No problems there. That one in for a birdie. And he's closing in on what would be a 5th victory of the year.
Absolutely.
Frank, I think one
So
of the things that
we are
fans love
close.
about
This is a
golf,
close one, man.
16,
Guys,
17, and 18.
minus 16 and
Each
minus
hole has
18.
that sort of hold your breath moment. Certainly 17, we know when that ball's in the air, you're holding your breath. Is it wet or dry? 16, same on that second shot. You're holding your breath wondering, where is it? Right in the water or left with a chance for 3?
That's why you don't want to get too sloppy on that tee shot. A lot of people look at 16 because there's a wide fairway and they think just get it down there. But the extra 10 or 15 yards, there's a little ridge down that left side. If you catch that, the ball will kick good 20 yards further forward. 20 yards is too close. I'd much rather go into 17 with a 4-iron than a 2-iron.
Shit.
That second shot got all the way down by the green, but in the bunker. So we'll have to see what the explosion shot can do from here. Really need a birdie right now.
Okay, a good out, and that's what will remain for birdie. From about 8 feet.
Yeah, I think that's right there.
Yeah, that's good path. A birdie here.
I was right on that one.
And on the heels of a top 10 last week, this would be even sweeter if he could hold on to win here.
Oh my God, look where that one is. That's on the opposite side in the right-hand side corner.
17.
Well, when you're playing well, you're pushing it ahead. Maybe you don't think about it till 14 or 15. If you're struggling, you might be thinking it early as the 5th or the 6th hole. But put it this way, when you make the walk from 16 to 17, you are thinking of it every inch of the way.
Oh, that's a beauty.
Oh, yeah, beautifully judged right there. This hole has brought so many to their knees, but that is about as well as you hit a tee shot here at 17.
That is an absolute beauty. But that's not...
A good opportunity lost there.
Fucking stupid game. Fuck me over.
No problems there. That's a par here at 17. And the lead's going to stay at 3. Now to the final hole here at TPC Sawgrass, 462-yard par 4. Frank, is this one of the toughest finishing holes in the sport?
It is, because the simple reason you've played 17 holes and the job isn't done yet.
Yes, step 1 out of the way. It is in the fairway at 18. One more good approach shot could just about seal it. So, Iona, this is second from the fairway.
136 is the number. Wind coming from behind, so you'll need to be careful where you land it.
Okay.
Good shot. Safely on the green and a birdie chance.
I hate it.
A little tentative there, and that'll come up short. So he'll finish up there. It's a par here at 18. And that'll be a final round score of 70. Just a tremendous week here on the first coast of Florida. Our featured golfer putting it all together. And they're going to be taking home that beautiful sterling silver trophy.
And just a big start to the year too, Rich. I mean, this is the first of the big championships this season. But to win around TPC Sawgrass, especially in that manner, thumbs up.
So that'll do it for my partner here in the tower, Frank Novello. For Nota Begay, Iona Stephen, and all our crew, Rich Lerner saying, we'll see you next time on EA Sports
PGA Tour. Oh, yes. Let's have a look. We can do this one up now. Put the power on my... Right, rewards. Should have some decent ones here now. Yeah, there we go. Purple. $30,000. Golfer. Store. Spec. Get them there. Them bad boys. Some Nikes. Right, guys. I'm going to call it there. Okay. I'm going to go and do a stream on Kick. I'll probably do a stream on Kick tomorrow, you know, honestly. Make sure everyone knows. But, yeah, I'll do a stream tomorrow on Kick. But, guys, much love. Thank you so much for being part of the stream. It's been a pleasure. Once again, you've been incredible. Much love. Peace out. See you on the next one.